Hello, 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 my beautiful Bravo and Real Housewives lovers. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. So glad you are here today. We've got a really fun video planned. We're gonna talk about the Real Housewives All Stars Season 1 and Season 2, both coming to Peacock. We're also gonna talk about what is going on in the Real Housewives world right now and end this video with what I think the future of the Real Housewives is going to be. This is purely my opinion about what I think needs to happen, and we all share different opinions. There is also a lot of rumors going on in the Real Housewives of New York world, and I'm really not going to entertain much of that today. So let's jump right into it and start with the Real Housewives All Stars. So Season 1 has already been filmed. It is currently in production. We are going to see a group of Real Housewives party it up in the Turks and Caicos. Ramona actually let it slip on, I think, an Instagram comment that the first season of the Real Housewives All Stars, it's going to be coming in November. So the first season of the Real Housewives All Stars, the cast is Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Luann from the Real Housewives of New York, Teresa Giudice and Melissa Gorga, both from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Kenya Moore from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kyle Richards from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Ramona Singer, also from the Real Housewives of New York. So there also was a rumor floating around that a surprise 8th housewife would be joining the other ladies halfway through this trip. However, that rumor has since been debunked, and there will not be anyone surprising this group of women on the trip. So Season 1 already been filmed, in production, coming soon to Peacock. So we haven't even gotten Season 1 yet, and Season 2 is already being floating around, and that is also going to be filming really soon. So we have an unofficial cast for the Real Housewives All Stars Season 2. So this is going to be anchored by the lead cast member, Miss Dorinda Medley. Yes, she is going to be hosting a group of Real Housewives alum at Bluestone Manor. So we have Dorinda Medley from RHONY. We have Taylor Armstrong and Brandi Glanville from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We have Miss Whoop It Up, Vicki Gunvalson from the Real Housewives of Orange County. We've got Phaedra Parks from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And we also have Ava from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then Miss Jill Zarin herself from RHONY is going to be rounding out the cast. So this second season of the Real Housewives All Stars, there's not going to be any representation from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, or the Real Housewives of Potomac, which I think is a shame. I really think there needs to be some representation from Potomac, which I'm very salty about that. So here's what. I am very excited for the Real Housewives All Stars. This is going to be a mini series. So it's a week-long vacation where a group of housewives is forced to spend some time together and film and see what happens. I'm very excited about it. These mini-series of The Real Housewives, it's going to be exclusively on NBC's streaming service, Peacock, and you do need to upgrade to a premium membership, and that is $9.99 a month, and you better bet your bottom dollar that I will be getting a membership to the premium Peacock. I'm very excited. Very excited. Now here's what I think needs to happen. Peacock needs to do more Real Housewives mini-series, specifically maybe some holiday specials. Hear me out. I've been doing some brainstorming. A very Bluestone Manor Christmas, Thanksgiving by Jersey, sprinkle cookies, maybe have a Halloween special, those are some of the things that I've been thinking about. Holiday specials with the Real Housewives. I think a lot of the cast members are getting a little too comfortable in their current franchises, and shaking stuff up a little bit never harmed anyone. So I'm really excited to see all of these ladies step outside of their comfort zone and try something new. Also coming to Peacock is going to be the reboot of The Real Housewives of Miami. Filming is already underway, but there hasn't been any real concrete news come out from the Bravo camp regarding casting. So now let's talk about what is going on within the Bravo Real Housewives world right now. So we found out that The Real Housewives of Dallas has been unofficially canceled, meaning Bravo is making no plans to film the upcoming 6th season. It's been put on an indefinite hiatus. It's the same thing that happened with Miami. They just kind of shelved it, never canceled it, but we all knew that it was canceled. So the same treatment is happening with Dallas. Dallas is not coming back. RIP Dallas. Don't let the door hit ya or the good Lord split ya. Bye. So there's also a lot happening within the Real Housewives of New York right now. A lot of rumors are floating around about casting, about certain people coming back, and a lot of it just isn't true. So we're not going to talk about it. What is true, though, is next week, the Real Housewives of New York finale airs, and there is no set plan right now to film a reunion. Rumors have come out about a virtual reunion, but that has since been debunked. We know right now there is no reunion filmed, which is the first time in Housewives history that we're gonna have a season finale air with no reunion filmed. So this is going to be really, really interesting. Also, RHONY has been cut short. So in Leah's intro with her tagline, there's a scene clip of her ice skating, but we haven't gotten that scene within this season. There also hasn't been much about her converting to Judaism. That really hasn't been discussed much at all. So what I'm hearing is after the season finale airs, there's gonna be some never before seen episodes, secrets revealed episodes, until they can figure out what exactly is gonna happen with this reunion. Now, I will say this about RHONY. I did a whole video about my thoughts of how it can be fixed. And I want to mention a few things about RHONY. There were a lot of challenges while filming this season. The entire city of New York was shut down. There was a lot of COVID restrictions. It was also an election year. There was also a lot of heat and energy around the Black Lives Matter movement. There was a lot happening. So they had a lot of challenges to overcome while filming. Unfortunately, they didn't do a good job at overcoming those challenges, but they made kind of the best out of it. But we also just have to keep that in mind, that that is what was going on while RHONY was filming. I also want to talk about some other things. So without any legal issues, Beverly Hills, Salt Lake City, I'm looking at both of you, there would be no real substance. Really, if you take the legal issues out of Beverly Hills, what are we left with? Just let that marinate for a little bit. Also, if there's no explosive fights, what do we have? Some seasons rely heavily on these explosive fights. They also rely heavily on editing to make the season seem really, really, really good. AKA Real Housewives of New Jersey last season with all of the cheating rumors. The editing of the trailer made that season seem like it was going to be so explosive. And it was for a couple episodes, but editing did a good job at fooling us. I also want to talk about the cast. A lot of these franchises have a cast that is getting way too comfortable, especially with these long-running cast members. Here's what needs to happen. In a lot of these cities, they need to keep one anchor and recast the rest of the women. Bravo needs to take its time. Like, there's just so much going on, and it almost seems as if the Real Housewives franchise is just kind of sinking. There's no real storylines, there's no real substance, unless there is a heavy legal issue or some sort of like altercation, physical fight. Now, I know we all watch it because we're so interested and intrigued, like I watch it, but there just needs to be some more thought and energy put into the casting, because I'm kind of tired of watching these recycled storylines. I'm getting bored with the same things being talked about over and over and over again. I think a lot of these cities are getting really old. It's getting repetitive. Nothing real special is being brought to the table, and I think some of these cast members are getting way too comfortable and way too entitled, and that is just my opinion. RHONY used to be the creme de la creme of the Real Housewives, and they officially sank to the lowest ratings possible, and they're on the verge of being canceled indefinitely. Let's talk about Beverly Hills. Without Erica, what would this season be? Real Housewives of Dallas was canceled. Real Housewives of Atlanta, they haven't even begun filming. They can't get a cast together. There's no plans for that city to film anytime soon. The Real Housewives of Orange County, we all know what happened last season. That was a disaster. That franchise just went through a major reboot. They're currently filming right now, and I'm excited to see if they were able to figure out that franchise. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, without Jen Shah this coming season, will the rest of the cast deliver? The verdict is still out. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, though, they are still riding on this whole newness. They're still so new. They still have energy. So they are still relying on that newness. Don't let the same thing happen, Salt Lake City, with the rest of them. Real Housewives of New Jersey. We have another season coming up with cheating rumors. I feel like that's going to get old really quickly. But we do have the Real Housewives of Potomac. They have a perfect cast. It is perfect. They mesh so well together. And so many people can't get on board with the fabulousness of Potomac. So there's a lot going on within the Real Housewives world right now. And I want to talk about the future of Housewives, because it's so important. With all of these recycled storylines, with all of these recycled cast photos and intro looks, and nothing really new is being given to us. It just seems like it's the same concept painted in a different editing light. The cast members are getting way too comfortable with each other. They're practically running their franchises and calling the shots. Nothing is exciting anymore. Nothing is giving me life. It just is like so repetitive going through the steps. I really do think the future of the Real Housewives franchise as a whole, it's going to be these mini-series, these Real Housewives All Stars, as we're calling it. It's not going to be called Real Housewives All Stars. They're going to come up with a catchy name for these mini-series. This is the future of Housewives. Trust me, it is the future of Housewives. Here's why. It's only a week of filming. 1 week, which means less time to film, less time to edit, and they can have quicker turnaround. The cast of ladies that they are choosing, yeah, they might be acquaintances, but I don't think they have any real friendship. So they're being thrown into these situations and being forced to, like, get to know each other in a whim, on the fly. We're gonna get genuine reactions, genuine connections, genuine everything. Trust me, the Real Housewives All Stars, this is going to be the future of the Real Housewives. Trust me, because we all saw what happened with RHONY. We all saw what happened with OC. These long-running franchises, we see them getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Real Housewives of Potomac, they are just in their mid-season right now. Last season, they had 22 episodes. We're 8 episodes in and we're already halfway through. They're getting shorter and shorter and shorter because Bravo wants to keep delivering. They want to keep pushing it out, pushing it out. So if they want to keep the energy going, they have to reinvent the wheel. And that is my opinion. So let me know what you guys thought of everything we went over. Are we excited about the Real Housewives All Stars? Are we excited about things coming to Peacock? What do we think about the future of the Real Housewives? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation about it. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. I wanted to share a little op-ed piece about some things that have been floating around in my mind about the Real Housewives, and I just wanted to have a little chat, a little video, just to talk about it. So I will chat with you guys later. Lots more fun Real Housewives videos coming. Until the next time, I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.